Now, also the important thing is to remove the card, put the card back again. If it comes up with different entry based on something that they did, based on a previous crime of theirs. Yeah, not counting the solar beam moves. He probably would also ask someone why keep doing this periodically. It is very important. Another recalculation. The recalculation itself might be evident, so try to keep showing to you. I think necessarily it is. But just to showcase that it does change, as it does actively. That's important. Just dealt with, we're going to be dealing after with the other ones. Most of the X-ray, I don't know what it is. Pictures, couple videos. Yeah, I remember that now. How about the criminals to the side that I mentioned were properly documented on the other phone? So, the advice on that. Oh, properly is a stretch. They were approximately. As for the drug crimes that I just said, they go to the hand or handle this. Now, this is a generic way for the word drugs, but I don't know even if it necessarily is. If you're narcotics or not specifically, but not saying that they are necessarily, not saying that they are not. Watching the other day that some of those narcotics notoriously cause a lot of itching in the skin, so if that's the case, not feeling absolutely anything up to this point, starting now arbitrarily. I mean, it makes sense for the criminals to refer now, given that I'm doing transfer files now and they're trying to get me to distract and make mistakes. Also, you've seen them posing for you around, which goes to show those criminals around also close relation to those drugs. But other than that, not much. Also, the criminals on that side that actively messing something on the phone, their own phone. Also relevant. Which again, as I said to you, just goes to show the character of what they do. Just say, it's clearly part of it based on couple timings and other things. And as I said, for then should do the one interference, but the one thing that I was saying, down to my phone. And again, this is how much you have vision, even on if I was facing them, which I'm not. Facing down to my phone, this entire area restricted. No one able to listen to that other than perhaps the one in France, the most responsible, but other than that. And there is, I didn't saw any behavior change there. So this is the area and this is how it goes. With this, the proximity there means absolutely nothing, but the fact that they're too posed for you as a way to pose to me to document them is. So it's not so much what they think that they'll be accused of, that they think you're going to get away with, but what you can clearly see them doing, what they're actually going to they're doing that. Just like before, just a modus operandi for those criminals. Same thing for the criminals with children, as I mentioned before. It's not what they think is going to come, but what actually you can see them doing the video and anyone else can as well. Which, by the way, later on apply that to law enforcement when you know which levels are following up this crime. All the crimes that they witnessed directly and didn't thought that it was a good idea to intervene and to do something. Not just crimes to me, but also, as I said, involving the shooting, those things, etc. This is why this is important. Also, for any further criminals trying to opine, because I'm quite sure that like most of those crimes they involve a lot of individuals. There's often people from the fringes, people just, if you can even call people criminals interfering, that they're kind of telling other people to do things because they think they're clear. You know, they're anything from incitement to violence to other things. Get advice on those again and the crimes that they will be doing that. So again, whoever child concerning those children that causing to go back and forth, that's a child. It's another child, and as it goes. That criminal point in the phone straight to me at this point. So, and it's important too, because those ones, as I said, you have two uses. You can either use them in the sense that to arguments to me or apply to that, and vice versa. Except that in my case, the actual argument as it goes is the 4 years of abuse that they all systematically did with the amount of evidence substantiating it. Perhaps this guy has that as well, and that's why he thinks that I would be doing that. Even never met this guy before in my life. Find that a bit hard to believe. For all those things considered, as I pointed, that's a double use thing. You both use what they're gonna say to me, and also you can arbitrate that to pin down other criminals. As I often mention the other one, but the actual about them is far more relevant. In fact, when you see that and you see the legs of a child passing around, it's the legs that, and I also went down, it was a child, and then after that you see the same one. You see criminals passing back from the, alright, you're gonna see the criminal there in a minute. Same way when we go to the bathroom for something feel like you're gonna see both the criminal and the other one from the other table as well. All that at the same time as you saw the other one passing by. Again, as it is just a surface for them, right? Good bit of advice on that one. As I said to you, if you don't understand that based on what you say, if any point you think that any of those actions are normal, you need to just a few dozen months to catch on this crime, because those things you see normal today were normal for all the other alternate one day yes, another day no. These days every single day happening every single day. So again, for the coincidence, it's not just 1, 2, 3, talking about 1 month, 2 months, 3 months of every single day. And for that, as I said, we just need to catch up on something. But for now, we need the faces, because maybe we're gonna fool everybody else, maybe not. Either way, keep the faces. You can testify to the speed is gonna keep going as soon as it's fast landing. Alright? Alright. Oh yeah, by the way, the drugs that they were throwing in the air to cause me to document those criminals seem to have disappeared. Notice they're not into my head anymore. Pay attention to that one. I only knew the face of the criminal children and the other two, right?